When it comes to the IELTS speaking test, we really don't have much time at all to prepare our thoughts and ideas. You only have 1 minute to prepare for part 2, and really just a few moments to prepare for part 1 and part 3, which is very daunting. But there are some really easy things you can do to help extend your answer and provide more information. So let's get to it. The number one way to extend your answers, just imagine the examiner asks you why at the end of everything you say. Why? It works for everything. You might say, I really admire my grandmother. Why? I really admire my grandmother because she has always worked so hard to take care of her family and the community. Why? She has been a nurse in a large hospital for over 30 years, and her job is quite demanding, yet she always makes time for us. Along with why, I think the second easiest way to extend your answers would just be to give examples. So for anything that you can talk about, that you have some real examples to give more information, that would be wonderful. For instance, okay, I moved to Vietnam in 2015, and I told you why. I moved to Vietnam in 2015 because I wanted to mix things up and get out of my comfort zone. For example, I came to Vietnam for the opportunity to work overseas, to live in a country that was quite different to where I had lived before, and to experience some culture shock. The next thing you could try is just to add more details and put the information together. For instance, I live with my parents and my older brother, and we usually eat and travel together. Instead of making these two separate ideas, just put them together. Another easy one to use is contrast, where we often use but or however to provide more information. I don't get on well with my brother, and we have very different personalities. He is very loud, outgoing, and loves sports, but I am more arty and introverted. You can also look to your own past to help you provide more information. For example, I used to read for hours every day when I was a child, but now I barely have time to read short news articles online. So besides just using your own past, you can also look to the future. Looking to the future can help you provide more information and keep your talk going. For example, if you're talking about living in another country or travel, you might say something like, I haven't had the chance to travel to South America yet, but I hope to get there in the future. It is a dream of mine to go there for a few months and practice my Spanish. How often? Even just talking about how often you do something as part of your routine, what you normally do, this can help you extend your talk further. For example, on the weekends, I usually exercise and hang out with my friends, but sometimes I have to study for exams or do homework. Or just saying what you always, usually, sometimes, occasionally, rarely, or never do will naturally encourage you to add extra information. Now remember, you don't have to use all of these things at the same time. They work well together, but even just 1 or 2 of these tips could be enough to help you talk for longer and provide better answers with more details. See if you can try to use one of these ideas in your next speaking practice.